What's up, guys? It's Aaron here. I'm going to go up to Edinburgh Fringe in August for my first show, and I can't wait. But before I do that, I need to preview the show up and down the country. So I've added a bunch of work in progress dates. Manchester's already on sale. Some of the others might be as well by the time this goes out. All the links are going to be in the description. Liam's going to join me for some of them. It's dead small rooms, dead cheap tickets. It's going to be loads of fun. Come down, let's have a laugh. I'll see you there. Mate, they're all the same. They are all the same.
In my mind, nothing was wrong. And then all of a sudden, bang!
Yeah, they're all fucking weird paedophiles, aren't they?
Can you blame them, though, lad?
Come and massage me! I've lost me mum! Come and massage me!
I'm gonna fuck my parents. Can we cut this? I feel like I'm coming across as an arsehole.
That's not like you at all, is it? I got stopped by the police recently.
What? Why?
Yes, I got stopped by the police. Okay, so last week on Finn's episode, your boy was very poorly sick.
Yep.
I was bringing the low-key vibes for a large part of the pod. I wasn't there. Just you and Finn doing a podcast together, which I was fine with, to be honest. I've been so ill again. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like it's all the peperamis and not a lot of substance
it's
in my
not
life.
actually any infection. It's just the nutritional imbalance.
Yeah.
Something about it.
So I had, do you remember when we did the Landud No gig?
How could I forget?
Oh, not do the Landud No gig. We mentioned
forget?
it on Fins. Did we mention it on Fins?
Yeah, we did mention it on Fins.
And then obviously I had to drive to Cheltenham. That's when I got stopped by the police. But I didn't mention it on Finn's episode because, in all honesty, I couldn't be arsed. I'm so sorry. I don't actually, I've not edited it yet, so I don't know how that episode's turned out because obviously we lost footage. Big drama show, don't matter. But I'm going to edit it this week. I don't know how it's going to turn out. And I don't know how it actually looks. But I really apologise if I was too low-key.
Let me just... that signals an editing point in case you weren't low-key and you were fire and you can remove it.
Okay, good.
But that wasn't the case.
I wasn't fire now. I think I made one decent comment in the whole thing. Anyway, by the by. So,
at least you didn't fucking freak him out like I did.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. Imagine being in a room doing a podcast with someone who is quite literally not himself, feeling dead ropey, and still being the weird one in the situation.
I know. I was like, it was like a fucking aha moment for me. Like, holy shit, I am.
Yeah, we said that as well, didn't we? Like, when you watch it back, you're gonna...
No, I still don't think I'm that weird, but continue. I'll just own it. It's fine. I am who I am, all right? If you don't deserve me at my... Whatever. Insert Marilyn Monroe quote here. Don't fucking
If you don't deserve me at my... If you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah,
that's all you, baby.
And sell it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was driving back. I was driving from Landudno to Cheltenham, and I'm just moseying along, driving down. Everything's fine, and then police officer puts his lights on in front of me, unmarked police car, puts the lights on in front of me, right?
Yeah.
And just like it says, follow me, right?
Fuck off, really?
Yeah. But the hilarious thing is, right, it put the lights on, and I just moved into the other lane because it said follow me in Welsh at first. I didn't know fucking Stevie what it said. And then he's got back in the lane, and it's changed to English. It's like gone through like a fucking...
You dickhead.
Yeah.
Put your hand,
So he's moved back in the lane. It just says follow me. So I'm like, oh, fucking hell. What have I done here? What have I done? What have I done now? Do you know what I mean? I've just had that horrible not gig at Chain Landudno, just trying to get to my other one. He's cutting it fucking fine on time as well. So I'm like, this is a nightmare. What the fuck does he want?
Sorry to cut you off as well. You have to have been like driving like a cunt for them to pick it up from behind. Do you know what I mean? If they're following you, he's had to do a few takes in his rear. You going, what's the good up to here? So driving dangerously himself to readjust.
I've got such a little amount of self-awareness. I thought he was pulling me over because maybe I had a low tire or something. Like I did not
to help.
I didn't think that I was driving badly at all. Right, so he's pulled me over, and basically he was dead sound. Actually, he was dead smiley and just dead happy because I was just
Welsh.
like, just dead Welsh. I had a sheep for some reason. So I was just sort of like, everything all right, everything good, and he goes, your driving wasn't great back there. And I was like, oh, right. And he was like, the only way I can describe it is a little bit erratic. Right? So I was like, all right, okay.
A little bit and erratic are two words that don't go hand in hand.
You're a little bit fucking disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't fucking, it doesn't. So I was just like, oh, right. I didn't even realize. And he goes, what were you doing? Now.
That was an evil laugh.
He said, "What are you doing?" And I didn't have it in me to tell him what I was actually doing in the car.
Okay.
So I said, "Oh, I was having the phone to the missus. We were having an argument." Right.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't paying much attention. What I was actually doing, Liam, between me and you and everyone else, is I was singing along to the Camp Rock soundtrack.
Right. I don't know what's worse. The fact that you've just admitted that, or the fact that if you literally started singing a song right now, I could probably finish it off with you because I fucking loved Camp Rock, and I was too old, mate. You were a kid.
I couldn't tell him why. I couldn't tell him what was actually happening. I was like, "Oh, mate, her indoors fucking doing my head in, mate." You know what I mean? In reality, I was like, "Yeah," just fucking singing out this song. Right? Don't know what song that was. This is real. This is me. My driving is fine. I don't know. That makes sense. But I was just, I couldn't bring myself to tell him why I was actually. But the fact that me singing the Jonas Brothers and Erratic was essentially the reason. That's why I was driving so erratically. And I had to just sort of be like, "Oh, my bad, man. It won't happen again." Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, he sort of gave me a telling off, and he was just like, "Everything's fine, but just crack on." Yeah. Then he sped off doing about 95 mile an hour, which I thought was not fine. Like, how bad have I got to be? Yeah. How's my driving? Call this number. Just fucking hello.
Maybe he clocked onto the songs you were singing, and there was nearby schools, and he was like, "Just need to make sure we not got a nonce in the back."
Yeah. Let me tell you why I sing them though. I like them. Guilty pleasures, like High School Musical soundtrack, Glee, all that good shit.
So how old were you? Like, there's an age difference.
What, last week? No.
26. When these films came out, you were a kid, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're the same age as our Jack. See, I watched High School Musical and Camp Rock because he had them on the telly.
Yeah.
But I was too old to be as into them.
Yeah.
As I was, lad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. Let me tell you why I like them though. Joe, when you sing a song in the car, you convince yourself that you sound like that person, don't you? A little bit.
I have self-awareness. For the purpose of yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
you're like, when you sing along to a bit of Ed Sheeran, you're like, "Fucking hell, I sound amazing."
Yeah.
And then you get your phone out and record yourself. You're like, sat there like thinking, "Ah, loud." You're like, "Oh God, oh no, that's looking terrible."
I've 100% done that before.
Everyone's done it because all you can hear is the other person and how good they sound. So it doesn't register.
I'm so ashamed.
It doesn't register.
You spoke to me then.
I'm just a small pom.
Hold on a minute. Am I sick at this?
Yeah.
Just record it.
But it's always like Adele or something. Like, fucking, how to save a life. He's fucking absolutely belling it out. You play it back to yourself, you're like, "Oh my God, no, this is terrible." But reason I bring this up is I know that I sound like the Jonas Brothers when I sing the songs.
Which one? There's 3 of them.
All of them.
Combined.
All of them. I know that I sound exactly like the Jonas. I can do phenomenal.
You're a Kevin, lad. Yeah. So the one who doesn't sing, that's you.
I don't know who's who, to be honest. The fact that you know them is
I was older, and
I just admitted to singing them quite on a regular occasion. I still don't know their names. Right?
I had the Jonas Brothers duvet.
What?
Yeah, it's mad you bring up the Jonas Brothers because, there's more to it. Am I cutting you off?
I would hope so. Yeah, you are, but come back to it. You have a Jonas Brothers duvet.
Past tense.
No, I'm hearing have.
when we were in uni, right, we went to Liverpool from Wallasey. Like, we moved over. Like, there was 3 of us who were in secondary school together. We all went into a house straight away. We didn't do halls. But because, everyone we went to school with, all my mates and stuff who didn't go to uni, they all lived nearby. We were just like the DOS house. Everyone would come round, stay over and stuff. And one night, one of my mates brought with him, he'd learnt his lesson from last time, being freezing on the couch, because we were students, we had fuck all, we didn't have spare duvets, nothing like that. He brought his little sister's Jonas Brothers duvet, like a single duvet, bright pink with the 3 brothers on it, yeah. And it just stayed with us for 3 years.
You explaining the situation makes it less fun for me. Because
it's logical.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
I so badly want to believe that you bought it on Amazon yourself. Do you know what I mean?
I loved it. I bought it myself. To be fair, mate, we were too cheap to pay for heating, and that's when it was affordable back then. And we would be like, "Hey, lad, pass us the Jonas." It just get called the Jonas. "Oh, lad, I'm freezing. Chuck us the Jonas, mate." For 3 years of university, that duvet never got washed and was passed round like fucking like a university student. It was rough. Yeah. There's no happy ending. Don't know what happened to the blanket. I actually don't know. I think it might have left the house. I think it had been that used and had that much bacteria. It fucking grew legs and walked out the house because it just fucking disappeared by the end of uni.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, there's definitely pre-cum on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I know them
on
by
one
name.
of the faces of the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, Kevin, my guy.
So,
You
that's
know
what I
you
was saying.
sound like them.
I know I sound like them.
How?
And I will fight anyone on this. I can do a phenomenal impression of the Jonas Brothers.
All right, I can't wait to hear it. I'm all ears, lad. You've got a mic. We've got recording equipment. There's cameras. Come on, do it.
But like you want me to not sound like them, and it's just not going to happen. I sound like them.
You have different voices. I can pick them out. I can go.
Mate, they're all the same. They are all the same. It's a soundbite. The fact that it sounds like we're talking about like ethnicities and it turns out to be the Jonas Brothers is so ridiculous.
Go on, do it. Do it. Come on.
Mate, but you want me to not be good at it. But I can teach anyone to do it as well. You just have to sound exasperated when you do it.
Go on then.
Turn on that radio as loud as it can go. Wanna dance until my feet can't feel the ground. Right? You having that? Okay.
So what, mate? Right.
No. Because you want me to be bad at it. It's not bad. Mate, it's fucking phenomenal is what it is. You want me to be bad at it and it's just not true. I even
know which brother I'm like, that was pure Joe. That was pure
right,
Joe.
So I'll have to cut this out of the YouTube because I'm not getting fucking a copyright strike from the Jonas Brothers. But you can't convince me I don't know it.
What's the song? Okay.
I don't know why he's exhausted, but tell me I don't sound exactly like him, and it makes me so happy when I'm in the car.
I'm glad you got pulled over. That's what I'm going to say. I'm glad you got pulled over by the police for doing
I actually lied to you. The guy got in the car and we just recreated him. We were the tribute.
Mate, okay, hands up, hands in the air. I did want him to fail, and you didn't. You proved to me you've got what it takes to be a Jonas.
Mate, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's not a good thing. They're terrible. They sound awful. Why does he just sound fucking exhausted all the time?
I mean, it's mental, isn't it, that a boy band had success because of the way they look and not the way they sound? What are you fucking talking about? Of course they're terrible.
They don't look great, though.
Mate, they're handsome devils.
One of them
Kevin is not, all right.
Yeah.
Kevin. There's a reason why Kevin was 8 years above the others, and I hope that isn't accurate because then I will look like a proper Jonas Brothers fan. I don't know the age difference. But he's a lot older than the other two. He's a lot older than the other two because he couldn't make it as a musician on his own. And then as soon as his younger siblings came in who were more attractive, bam, Disney Channel. Disney Channel has produced a fair few pop stars.
There's only...
What?
There's 8 years between.
Are you fucking messing?
So one of them's 33, one's 30, and one's 22. Wait, how's that work? How's he 22 now? Was he 16?
Kevin was like a man. Yeah, Frankie Jonas, lad, the youngest brother. Why do I know this?
I don't even know who that is.
He was.
So you got Nick Jonas,
TV show. Yeah,
and Joe Jonas. So where's Kevin?
Kevin's the oldest one. He played guitar, had afro-y kind of hair on a white guy.
It doesn't give me his age properly. Kevin Jonas, age.
Yeah.
35, so there was like 10 years. Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah, so I'm not that fucking...
Yeah.
Who's Frankie? Didn't know that.
I didn't even know there was a fourth. So fucking embarrassing.
I know it is, lad. As soon as you brought up like Camp Rock, part of me went, because I used to fucking... Yeah, it was
oh my God.
It was a jam.
But yeah, I sound exactly like him, and it just makes me happy because I know that I'm doing it right. Doesn't mean it's good, but I know that I'm doing it right. I know I'm nailing it.
Why are Disney Channel producing, stars?
Absolute bangers all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, wait until I get to my point. All right, think about it. You've got Demi Lovato there. You've got the Jonas Brothers. Disney Channel also had, when they were kids, they had a show called The Mickey Mouse Club that had Justin Timberlake on it as a kid. Christine, I never saw this. This was an American thing. I don't think it was on the UK. But Christina Aguilera.
The reason you never saw it.
Yeah, I would have.
Mum, we don't have Sky. What happened to Nickelodeon?
Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling, Britney Spears.
Heard of her.
All stars, lad. When they were kids, all of them grew up to be attractive.
Yeah.
So some exec at Disney is like...
Well, yeah, have you
these kids
not
have
even
the
just
potential
Disney
to grow up fit. That's weird.
Have you not heard about like that Dan Snyder that did like Drake and Josh, iCarly and all them?
Yes, unfortunately.
He's a proper
Snyder's Bakery came up
yeah,
end,
but like he's a proper wrong'un.
Fuck off. Really?
Oh, mate, have you not seen the stories on it?
No. What else did he do?
So, like,
Drake and Josh banger. You said
iCarly.
Did he do the Amanda show? Because I saw Drake and Josh
that.
on it before that. That was more my
that.
time, when I wasn't too old to watch these shows.
But he did a load of them. The only ones I really remember are iCarly and Drake and Josh. They're the only ones that I watched.
The Nickelodeon.
But but like that Jeanette McCurdy came out and talked about all the shit he did, and like Jeanette McCurdy was Sam from iCarly. And yeah, he's a proper wrong'un. Yeah. Like you'd have them all like, because when you watch it back, you're like, these are 14 years old and they're in hardly any clothes for some reason. Like it adds nothing to this scene. They just got a bit wet, but they could have got a bit wet in a t-shirt. But like there was so many, like apparently he'd just be very touchy-feely with them. And stuff. Yeah, he's a proper wrong'un.
But that he's blending it there as well, isn't he? Like,
yeah, I mean,
imagine if was he sniffing socks and that? Do you know what I mean? Is he like?
Should we pull out what sort of shit he did?
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about it, so I feel like I can't badmouth him until it's factually correct. Turns out you've got the wrong guy. Do you know when Phil was saying we might badmouth the wrong font
I'm really struggling to spell his name.
When he came on. Schneider.
Has faced allegations of misconduct from female writers. In August 2022, a new report from Insider unearthed allegations of misconduct against Dan Schneider from female writers who worked with him going back decades.
Female writers, though? That's not like the kids.
New allegations against producer Dan Schneider include hypersexual practices at Nickelodeon. He looks like a proper fucking...
Does he? Yeah, can I see him?
Hang on, one sec. The Business Insider story published Tuesday reported how Schneider, who was once described by Who Gives a Fuck, allegedly insisted on hypersexualized content in his shows, the most revealing teen costumes in male-dominated writers' rooms, and that he also asked for on-set massages from the cast. The piece said...
Yeah. The cast? Kids?
No, I added that. No, it doesn't say it there, but I've heard that from like Jeanette McCurdy. She would want like massage. He would want massages and stuff from just mad. The piece said that the showrunner created an uncomfortable, bizarre environment that he ruled over like a fiefdom. Fiefdom?
Whoa.
Fiefdom?
Fiefdom. Like you've stolen something, like thief, like
FIEF dom.
The fuck?
Fuck knows. It comes on the heels of parallel. It comes on the heels of parallel allegations against an unnamed creator in iCarly. Okay, so I don't know whether it was anything that Jeanette McCurdy. It's okay. It comes on the heels of parallel allegations against an unnamed creator in iCarly star Jeanette McCurdy's best-selling memoir. I'm glad my mum died. Does that sentence make sense to you?
I'm glad my mum died.
No. I think she's basically saying that
she saw sussy stuff.
Yeah. So maybe it is the writers and shit.
So we
like
go,
that.
Okay, fair enough. He's a wrong'un, but because he worked on a kids show, we instantly go, yeah, he's a nonce as well.
Yeah. It's hard to be like, hey, I don't sexualize children, but I did have 15 of them in my show.
Yeah, and does he have any of his own? I bet you he fucking doesn't. I bet you he doesn't have any kids.
I don't know.
Because that's weird as fuck as well, innit? Because me and you, we don't have kids. Would you want to surround you? I mean, be honest. As soon as you're around kids, you just want to be out of that situation, don't you?
I want to kill myself, yeah.
I'm close to in my life. I cherish them all.
Just says about his wife. Doesn't say anything about kids.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's
That's
taking...
dodgy as well. Imagine your whole life being like, do you know what I mean? Revolving around Nickelodeon.
Does Dan Schneider have kids? The answer is no. There you go. Yeah. That was fucking easy, wasn't it?
Does Dan Schneider fuck kids?
Oh, that's a much harder... It's a bit more of a grey area.
Ariana Grande, she was on like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Well, who's looking at them going, yeah, they've got potential. It's creepy as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's awful, isn't it? But like, also, he did mean TV shows, so like...
Yeah, Drake and Josh were boss, yeah.
Yeah. But they were classed because of the cast. I watched Drake and Josh recently, actually.
You shouldn't do that because Drake's...
Yeah, they're all fucking weird paedophiles, aren't they?
Can you blame them though, lad?
What?
Not from being paedophile.
What?
I'd started saying that before you finished the sentence. I mean, like, with kid stars, I mean, they're all weird, aren't they? Can you blame them when they grow up in the limelight? That's not a normal life.
Yeah,
Could you imagine being a kid and like, mate, I would stare at the Argos catalogue for hours just trying to will toys into existence, do you know what I mean? These kids
folding over the fucking... I would rewrite the list every day.
Yeah, circle stuff.
Yeah.
And then even you go to the shop and they play hard to get with you. You're like, oh, I want one of these toys. Well, there's 5 in the range and you get a fucking random one. Did you know that's how they worked?
What?
Yeah, in Argos. So say, for example...
Are we still talking about paedophiles? I don't understand what's happening.
We're talking about Argos now. It's the practicalities of Argos.
You fucking started talking about how inconvenient Argos is.
Or was back then. I mean, times have changed. So you buy an action figure or something from Argos, like save up your pocket money, get a Spider-Man toy at the age of 19. And at him, there'd be like 5 in the range and you wouldn't get a choice. You'd just say, I want one of them, and they'd just give you a random one from that range. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Fucking history lessons.
Cheers for sharing. I want to ask you a question now. Where did you envision that going?
Argos. No, I don't know.
Should we pull up Argos? Where did you see that? We've got merch. Finally, we've got merch.
We've been talking about doing this for ages and we've finally made it happen. We've got our own online store at spreadnegativitypod.com. We're selling t-shirts with logos. We're selling queefs. Whatever you want, we've got it.
We're selling queefs in a jar if you want one. We've got beanies, mugs, phone cases, loads of stuff like that, so check it out. But if you do order something, and I cannot stress this enough, order one size up. I'm a large to extra large in most things. I've got a 2XL in this. Liam, you'll notice, doesn't even have a hoodie yet because they're still making his out of a bed sheet, right? Proper nightmare stuff.
Check us out, spreadnegativitypod.com. If there's anything that you want and you don't see, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. And we will get better at these adverts as time goes on. When we were in the break a second ago, I was just thinking of I recently found out that Joe, we were talking about the songs that we listened to in the car, and I was listening to the High School Musical soundtrack, Glee, Jonas Brothers. I recently found out that when you get in a car crash, inevitably.
I've been in a crash.
Okay.
It's very serious, don't want to talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. But when you get in a car crash, the music doesn't stop playing.
You fucking messing.
The music stays on. So you write your car off completely and you're hanging out the fucking...
the windscreen?
Yeah. There's fucking airbags everywhere and your music's still playing.
Fuck off.
Genuinely. So you fucking... you sat there, you're like, ha, 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 staying alive. And you're fucking dead as fuck.
Your head's gone.
Yeah, you're fucking decapitated.
Could you imagine that the emergency services come over and it's just going, don't worry, Ben, it's a better thing. Just, your eyes wide open, because they're really nothing.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's the wet. That's the
Come on, swallow me, drip down the side of me.
So you had a bad day. You say you went down.
That can't be a thing, can it?
No, genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's genuine or not.
I've been in a crash
recently,
and it was I can't tell because I didn't have music playing. I'd literally just got my car brand new on finance when I first started driving. So I learned how to drive. Like, say, got my license in May. You know, it takes fucking ages for a car to come. Yeah. Didn't come till September, and I'd had like no practice in that time. You know, from having a license. To
and you're already shy with practice, so.
I mean, no, I'm fucking the drift king, lad. You messing? Yeah, I was jockeying here. I'm not comfortable behind the wheel. I was falling asleep. It was sick.
That's great. Yeah. Brilliant. So you had a crash.
Warm and comfy. Yeah. So I was. It was like I just overshot my abilities straight away.
That's not like you.
I know. Completely out of character.
I'm going to fuck you all night. All right, babe. Yeah.
2 bumps in the squares. No, there's no squares.
No.
I needed to pick a suit up from town. I was going to like some event. I couldn't afford a suit. I'd rented one. And I had to go pick it up from town. I was like, I'll park in town. You know, city centre driving, especially when you're brand new, it's proper intimidating, isn't it?
It's intimidating now. I hate it. I want to kill myself every time I come to a new city.
When it's a new city, yeah. When it's one, you know, it's fine.
Every city I go to, I get one car park that I know about, and it doesn't matter where the gig is. I will walk 30 minutes, and like especially at Leeds, I'll just go straight to that car park, and the gig's a 15-minute walk. I don't care.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not asked anymore because I'll drive around for 40 minutes trying to fucking figure out the city. So like,
I don't
might as well do the
15-minute
walk.
To not spend money on a car park and park on street. I'm skinflint. But this was different. I didn't really know much about options. I just knew Q Park was a thing, and the nearest Q Park was like one on Queen Square. But lad, it's one that's like dead tight and cramped, and it's the inclines are dead steep. So I haven't got clutch control in this new car. So I'm like so focused on the clutch.
At the end of the fucking, like, literally like the Drift King in a car park, like,
I'm like trying. All I'm thinking is, don't roll back, don't roll back, don't roll back. And I'm coming up, and I literally just like brand new car. It was like September reg, got it in September, and I just clipped the side of the wall. And this wall had taken victims before. Do you know what I mean? It's covered in fucking
there's one in
scuff
Nottingham
marks.
that's like that.
Yeah. You know
right near the Glee at the in Nottingham. You just fucking, there's orange and yellow and blue and black and white. You're like, okay, someone's
trophies.
Looks like an heart attack across the wall. You're like, fucking hell. Jackson Pollock.
I just clipped.
Jackson Polo. I don't know, Volkswagen Polo.
I know. Thanks for reconfirming the car. And I clipped it on the side, and the car overreacted, lad. And the car overreacted. It must have hit a crumple zone or something. The airbags went off.
Fuck off.
You know me now, right? I don't speed, do I?
No.
You know.
Especially not in a multi-story.
When I'm worrying about rolling down, I'm going that slow. The fucking bags fucking... I couldn't even get the word out then. The airbags went off. Have you ever had that happen? Have you ever been in that situation? Mate, it's like
quick,
a
innit?
fucking war movie. Bang! You just hear the fucking massive bang. And then all of a sudden, your ears are ringing, lad. There's all smoke in the car. You're like, what the fuck? My car, brand new at the time, fucking 2017 reg, started calling emergency services.
Yeah.
It was just like, brr, 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 hello. You're trying to process everything. All I could think was, shut the fuck. My focus was on hanging up.
You're in the back like, soaring, flying.
As I come out the windscreen. And lad, the car was... Do you know, like, cars have, like, power steering?
Yeah. Did I know that?
Well, I didn't. So, like...
You ever drove a car without power steering?
Nope. Well, yeah, in this moment, because the power steering had cut off, and I was trying to move it. It was so embarrassing. And it was on a Saturday, dead busy. There was a queue behind us. Some parking attendant came in.
You can't park there, sir.
Essentially, I was like, are you fucking messing me, mate? Well, he's like, can you move it? I'm like, what do you fucking mean? Can I move it? I can't move it. Well, what do you mean, can I move it? That's exactly what I mean, lad. Can you fucking move it? Or not? Just answer. I was like, no, I can't. He moves it for me. So it clearly wasn't impossible. He got in my car, fucking moved it. And mate, every person coming into the car park was just giving me that, Joe, that smile of like, you've had a bad day. Do you know what I mean? You fucked up. And what made it worse is it was when I was going through my fashion crisis I've talked about before, and I was wearing like a Miami Dolphins jersey and a backwards baseball cap, and sunglasses, and jean shorts.
Fucking, he's not travelling anywhere, the fat cunt.
I looked so bad. I'm so embarrassed about it, mate.
So funny. Fucking hell. Really tried to be Kobe Bryant with that crash, didn't you?
This is the last. This is the last
too
year.
Much that. Way too much that.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah.
This is the last year I've had to declare that when I went for my insurance. Do you know how embarrassing it is selecting crash, and it's like, how many people were in the incident, and you just put one. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do you know how embarrassing that is?
But I still wasn't at fault. All right.
I've only got me fucking self to. I can't. Well, no, I blame the fucking wall. He's taken people
Came
in the
out
past.
of nowhere.
Oh, lad, it was fucking humiliating.
That's so embarrassing.
I know. I mean, do you know what's even worse? I've got it on dash cam, and I've got the dash cam footage.
Fuck off, have you really?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Can we put it in the episode?
Yeah, you can slide it in. Yeah, I've got the dash cam footage.
Oh my!
You just see all like the smoke and stuff. Yeah, it's bad.
That's so funny.
I got so much shit from work. Do you know
I'm gonna dub some sort of music over the dash cam footage as well.
Do you know what it's like though? Like, I had to go into work. I was like, oh, everyone's like, has your car come yet? I'm like, I'm picking it up this Friday. I fucking go in on the Monday. They're like, how's the car? I'm like, fucking written off. It wasn't actually written off. Luckily, because it was brand new.
Yeah.
They did repair it. But, fucking...
Can you, like, when, in the footage, the dashcam footage that the listeners may be watching now, the viewers may be watching now, might be right now.
Are we just going to be frozen in time? Like, that?
No, because we'll just talk over it. Yeah. Unless you've got, like...
There's no audio on it. Yeah, there's no audio.
I just love the idea of the crash happening and you're just going... For fuck's sake. Like the airbag's going off and you're going... Ah!
It's scary. It is scary, Joe. Just hearing that big fucking because in my mind nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, bang. Airbags, smoke. Fucking Rebecca was all burnt, mate. You know, because the plastic.
Oh, she was in the car as well?
Yeah, Rebecca was in the car as well, yeah.
Fucking
she
hell.
didn't trust me for ages driving, and I got to have my own back on her. You know, when she started, I started to be like a distrusting driver, and she had that line in the back pocket. So if I comment on her driving, she goes, well, at least I've never crashed it. And I can't even be like, well, you've only been driving for fucking 2 days.
To be fair, I crashed mine after like a week of having the car, but it's not a very exciting story. I just turned right when I shouldn't have done, and a woman went into the side of me. Yeah.
Mine isn't exciting. I had a fight with a fucking wall.
I do have a car story. You might have seen, like, I went, while you were talking then, because I completely forgot about this happening.
Go on.
This happened about 2 weeks ago, and I was meant to talk about it on the pod, and I never fucking did. And I can't, like, I just completely forgot. I didn't, like, usually I, like, save little stuff like that to be like, oh, fucking hell, that'd be funny to tell on the pod. Me and Beth are driving. We're coming back. I'm driving fucking back from, I don't know, we'd been at a mum and dad's or some shit like that. And there's all country roads near where we lived, isn't there?
Yeah.
You've sort of been around it. So there's, like, big fields everywhere and all that sort of shit. There's no lights, no headlights, nothing. No street lights, rather. And we're driving along. And then she just goes, oh, stop. And I've gone, what the fuck? Like, is everything all right? And I've just sort of like half carried on driving. She's like, no, pull over there. She'd seen a fucking cat at the side of the road. Joe, you see all these like fucking TikTok videos and it was like, oh, we've saved a cat and shit. And it's like
she wanted to be that, yeah. Didn't she go, put your phone on, baby, you're driving, record.
Yeah, like, oh, the poor baby.
Yeah, latching out when you're done with the video.
So she sees a fucking cat at the side of the road, like half, like fucking, not even a cat, like a little fucking tiny kitten, like just fucking mangled at the side of the road.
Oh,
mate, it's fucking horrible. I couldn't even see what she was on about because I've driven, like, as she said, stop, I've gone past it. So she's just like, what the fuck? And she needs to like get out and have a look. And she's just like, what can we do? And where we live, it's literally like a 2-minute drive to the house. We thought, we'll just get it and we'll just take it to the vet. Like, we'll figure out, we'll get it home and then we'll take it to the vet. We'll see what happens or something. Like, it looked fucking, it'd obviously been hit on the country lane. Why are you? Had a bad day. Fucking pussy. I don't know, shut up, shy. Terrible. Remember when I was poorly? It was still better than this.
Go on.
So I thought we'll just grab it, we'll take it back. It's obviously been hit by a car in those country lanes. Probably fucking escaped from one of the houses right nearby. So I thought, this is fucking horrible. So while all this is happening, there's fucking cars behind me, but they have no idea what's happening. Why we've stopped. Do you know what I mean? I've just half pulled over on this fucking, yeah, they weren't really beeping and stuff, but they're sort of going like, what the fuck? Next second, she's fucking just jumped out the car and gone to run over. Long story short, she had saw a rat eating out of the bins.
The fuck?
She saw a rat. She got me to pull over at the side of the road
it was,
for this mangled kitten. She saw a fucking
rat having its dinner.
Yeah.
It basically turned around and went, what are you fucking
mate, as soon as she walked towards
it,
it just started running towards her, ran right fucking past her. She fucking screamed and got back in the car. All these other fucking cars are looking at her. She just fucking got out of the car to try and grab a rat and take it home. I was like,
it's okay, babe, you're filming for TikTok. And the rat's like...
And she got back in the car. She was like, I feel sick. Yeah. So she's never helping an animal ever again. And now she keeps sending me like little videos on TikTok of like little animals being rescued. She's like, oh, I remember when this wasn't us. It's like, yeah.
It's nice to know that you would though. You would stop. Like,
of course, yeah.
I don't want to.
What,
Rebecca, no, I know I would. I never said I wouldn't. Kitten. I never said I wouldn't. I said I don't want to. There's a distinction, isn't there? I would. I know if Rebecca wasn't in the car with me, I'd probably just like...
Oh, you horrible cunt. What are you talking about?
I wanked in front of that bird, lad. I don't want to do it in front of another fucking animal.
You don't have to, though, mate. That's not... That doesn't come with... Save it. Fucking hell. God forbid you ever adopt. My word.
Oh, he's only a rescue.
He's fucking rescuing from you, you fucking horrible Dan Schneider cunt. Come and massage me. I'm 4. I've lost me mum. Come and massage me.
No, I never.
You're horrible.
I would do the right thing, but do you understand what I'm saying? The distinction between knowing what is right to do and not ever really wanting to do it, but feeling like you've got to.
Depends, because like if it's cute, then it's fine, innit? Like if it's a cute little kitten and stuff, but like I wouldn't stop for a gecko or something.
Gecko on the streets
Pull that
of
mic
Oldham.
a little bit closer. Yeah, I wouldn't stop for like a, I don't know, like a fucking, I don't know, what wouldn't I stop for? Because there's got to be a line, hasn't there? Like, you stop for a dog, you stop for a little rabbit.
For a hamster.
I don't know.
You stop for a rabbit.
You wouldn't see a hamster.
You wouldn't stop for a rabbit.
Would.
There's wild rabbits everywhere. I see rabbits knocking about.
Oh, maybe not then, yeah.
You wouldn't stop for a rabbit.
But like a little kitten, you would.
A dog.
A dog, yeah, of course, yeah.
Rebecca is like permanently on the lookout for dogs without an owner. She'll go.
That's what
that dog saying. On its own.
Yeah.
And then it's not.
She's like hyper aware. Yeah.
Yeah, but I never.
She just has this idea in her head that she's going to be like the savior of the kitten and how beautiful it'll be. And essentially, it's her only way of convincing me to get a pet that we can't afford or undertake the responsibility for. Yeah. But like, it's been troubled. It's like, so.
But it's not my. I just think I don't want it to scratch me in that. Do you not think about you? Yeah, I don't want to get no bite off some mangy. What? Can we cut this? I feel like I'm coming across as an asshole.
That's not like you at all, is it? It's very uncommon.
No, I love animals. I love them. But I don't want to directly rescue them. Do you not get that?
How do you indirectly rescue an animal?
I don't know.
Talk me through it.
Sponsor a koala bear
Panda
or something like that. Yeah.
Little meerkat just in the Amazon or some shit. Amazonian meerkats, are they a thing?
I think so. They're everywhere, aren't they? There's meerkats in Chester, lad.
Don't try and compare them. Come on. What else would you... Okay, right, the joke was shit. I'm aware of that. But give me one better about meerkats. There you go. Thank you. Let's do some features. Judge me, you fucking rat. Right, got a few features.
Go on.
It's exciting, actually, this week. So a bit of context. We're recording these quite a lot. What now?
I like the idea you went, it's exciting this week. And then, do you know, when you become aware of your own facial expression? And I was just like, waiting for you to speak.
The fucking excitement.
But like on the wire just, it'll be like, it's dead exciting this week. And I'm just like...
Anyway, we're recording these a few weeks in advance, so this will go out in like 3 weeks. Obviously, the time. Why am I struggling with this?
No, because I don't know either. We're just.
When's it going out? Because we were meant to put Fins out early, and then I lost all the footage when my Mac fucking decided to update, and then I had to downgrade the Mac, and then I didn't back up. It's a big drama, but. It's going out in like 4 weeks. But at present, we've had a few clips go viral.
Yep.
So when we posted the 1 year special, we reposted a lot of the clips that did well. Just try and boost viewership, and it's actually worked pretty well. Like, we're quite surprised. We've effectively doubled the listenership in a week, which is unbelievable. We got shared by a page on Instagram, which got like 4.5 million. Like, it was unreal.
The thumbnail made me laugh my fucking head off because it was just your fucking
my head filled.
Fat
they did me dirty there, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah.
I'd want to click that just to see what's going on with him.
Yeah. Fucking Megamind's got a podcast.
Megamind!
But point is, we've got quite an influx of new listeners, and we've had some submissions sent in, which is exciting. I don't know if it's just coincidence or they are new listeners. Either way, doesn't fucking matter.
Sick.
Welcome to the fucking...
Keep them coming.
Yeah. We really appreciate all the new listeners and all the new supports. So, this one is off Pete Arnold. Peter.
Also known as Peter.
Big Pete.
Oh, yeah, Pete. Was that what you wanted me to do?
Yeah, I thought you'd give me something. Sure that when I go, this is Pete Arnold, and you go,
yeah. Just give him like a nickname
Big
or
Pete?
something?
Yeah.
Come on, P-Dog, let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. Edit
P-Dog.
that. This one says, a little bit of a long one, as we know, as we've discovered on Gary's episode. I'm dead good at reading long ones. Oh, mate, I fucking want... Anyway, don't matter. Anyway, let's just crack on. So Pete Arnold says, hey, love your podcast and wanted to share my story that happened about 12 years ago. I was invited out for a meal and drinks with some work colleagues to thank us for a project delivery. In short, I got absolutely hammered and ended up calling the wife unexpectedly to pick me up from Bristol town centre at 2 a.m. She kindly drove 10 miles into town to pick me up, where she found me sprawled in the gutter like a right loser. Don't say that. We've all been there, though. Do you know what I mean?
Did your husband in the gutter?
Like that rat the fucking Beth found. Oh my God, it's a Pete! It's a Pete Arnold! Get it, let's save it! It's absolutely mangled.
Liam's just driving past going,
fucking airbags are off. She managed to get me in the car, but on the way home, I managed to spew my ringer in the side pocket of the passenger door, which she told me I would need to clean the next day.
That's minging.
It's not ideal, that is it? My wife unlocked the front door, got me inside, then went up to bed. I decided to watch telly for a while. About 30 minutes or so later, I decided it was time for bed, so went to lock the front door. But I was so drunk I could not lift the door handle properly to lock it. My only option was to go upstairs and wake up the wife for a second time to explain the problem. A bit more pissy now, she gets out of bed and comes downstairs, to which I follow her and she easily lifts the handle, turns the key and locks it. She returns to bed. I watch telly for a bit longer to avoid he's not wrote. He's wrote. Get. Stupid Pete. I watched telly for a bit longer to avoid getting an ear bashing, but whilst doing that, it was playing on my mind how easily she managed to lock the door and I couldn't do it. I then decided to go to the door where I proceeded to unlock it with the aim of locking it. We've been here, though.
Make me look like a fucking dickhead.
Like, how could she open that jar so easily? You just start getting jars out. Fucking, consumed within 3 days. He's got 19 pickles to eat. I get it. I get his thought process, especially his hammered.
I do as well, yeah.
Unfortunately, despite my best efforts, I could not lock the door and proceeded to wake my wife for a third time to explain what I had done. She was not happy, and after a few choice words, came downstairs, locked the door with ease, and returned to bed. I then decided to avoid bed altogether and felt peckish. I took out a salmon broccoli bake.
Yeah, typical post-night out.
Yeah, when you're hammered, yeah. I took out a salmon broccoli bake frozen meal and whacked it in the microwave. 8 minutes later, I decided I would take the meal up to bed. I proceeded to put the telly on and start munching the food next to my wife. She wakes up, turns to me and says, "You're taking the piss now." I awoke the next day with a banging headache, but apologised to my wife. She smiled at me and said, "Don't forget to clean the car, you tit." What sort of fucking absolute paedophile eats salmon broccoli bakes after?
In general? No, in general?
Yeah.
What the fucking hell?
She's got some fucking patience.
All his mates are in the kebab house and he's like, "Don't worry about me, I've got an Admiral's pie in the fridge." Surely you fucking
it needs eating. Yeah. I've got a whole courgette at home.
Was it a frozen meal? Or had she made it? Because that's even further.
It says frozen meal, yeah.
Fucking I mean, at least he heated it up.
The lack of self-awareness to go and eat it next to her in the bed as well.
In the story, I think I might stay down here. Do you know what? Actually, no, I'll have something to eat before. And do you know what? Actually, it's much more comfortable in bed.
Puts Drake and Josh on.
What?
It's just what I like to do. I'm right out.
Big fan of his work. Why the fuck would you do that?
She's got so much patience.
Lad, I don't get the... do you know if working in offices, if someone microwaves fish for their lunch, scum.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to sleep after unlocking the same fucking door 3 times.
I never really had it that bad because obviously I was bad, but we only had the shop floor. There was no like backstage. Backstage? What am I? Why can't
he's fucking you diva?
No, but like what am I
Life
talking
is a
about?
Stage. What the back room? I know what you're trying to say.
There's
back
no like
house.
kitchenette thing or anything like that. It was just the shop floor, so you couldn't ever take anything in that smelled really bad. Yeah. Every so often, you'd have fucking something from down the road and it would stink the gaff out and you'd be reminded of why you weren't allowed. But my old boss just used to eat Snacker Jacks. And mate, they absolutely hum. And Beth's bought them recently, and honestly...
Snacker Jacks stink?
Yeah.
No, they fucking don't, do they? Fish and a rice cake guys fucking stinking on both fronts there. I thought rice cakes were like smellless.
No, have you ever had them?
Yeah, I've had Snacker Jacks. I've had Snacker Jacks, yeah, in the past.
The ones he had they were bad, mate.
I mean, I'd rather eat cardboard, to be honest with you, because it is just you chewing cardboard with crisp powder on it, aren't you? That's all a fucking Snacker Jack is.
Exactly. Yeah. So like you say though, like any time you're in an office or whatever, like obviously I've never really worked in an office, but what you're saying, Beth tells me all the time, she's like, "Oh, someone brought in tuna today and they heated it in the microwave," and you're like, "Ugh." It's
offensive. It is offensive. There's times where I've had, you've
been on a train.
Stuff.
There's some guys like fucking, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm just eating a cheese and broccoli pasta," and you're like, "Why are you doing that?"
Though I have like gone to cinema and like smuggled in a burrito and that.
That's sound that though, isn't it?
Yeah, because you feel like fuck you.
Yeah, you feel like a legend.
You dickhead.
I'm going to the cinema recently. I'm going to the cinema soon with my pal, and I'm going to the one in the Printworks, and it's got a what's it called, Hard Rock Cafe, and I'm going to just go in and buy a burger.
Yeah,
to take out,
the full thing in. Fucking do it, lad.
Proper,
I've taken Mackey's. I've done KFC.
Yeah,
all the big dogs.
Yeah. Should another one. Thanks so much for sending that in, Pete. We really appreciate it. And
I'd smash a salmon broccoli bake right now. You know, I'm hungry. It's fucking tea
I've
time.
heard that it's only a 4 a.m. meal. I'll have to have it before midnight.
Chili and garlic sauce. I
love the thought process, just to go back to it, of going, How the fuck did she do that so easily? I must have been fucking, what's wrong with me? And just oh no. I wouldn't have the bottle to go and get her again. I would just say like, oh, you didn't fucking lock it properly last night.
I'd fall asleep against the door. You know, to like keep it shut.
Like in fucking The Pursuit of Happiness when he's like...
Yeah, carrying the printer just for extra weight. Yeah.
He's fucking just putting toilet roll all over your floor. Come down, looks like a mummy's died. The airbags have gone off again.
You would though, wouldn't you? You take the flak in the morning.
Yeah,
fuck it on the night.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do another one.
Bring it in.
Short one. This I don't actually know who sent this in because I couldn't. The Instagram handle was like a jumble of letters. Ooh. It sort of said like August or August or something like that. So I don't know.
Augustus will go for Augustus Gloop. Hit me.
What if it's an Asian man and we've just got the name wrong completely?
Because there's Asian men called Augustus. Don't be racist. There's Asian men based in Germany.
I was going to say name one, but then you just say Augustus.
Yeah, name one.
Name one man named Mohammed. Oh, Mohammed. Brilliant. This one says, hi, Aaron and Liam. Let me tell you a true story that happened to me when I was 15. So around 4 years ago, I had a pet fish. It was an Oscar, which I named Oscar. Creative. Here's my new dog.
An Oscar? Is that a type of fish? An Oscar?
I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard of it, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll Google it later. When he sadly passed away, I was home alone and hungry. I saw him laying upside down, indicating that he had died. Me being an idiot, I thought I'd cook him and eat him. I left some for my mum and dad, and they commented on how nice the fish tasted, and to this day, they still have no idea it was Oscar.
What? Hold on a minute, right?
I have some questions.
Now, I appreciate us getting submissions in, and I want you to continue doing it, and I really do appreciate you sending something in.
Something fishy going on here.
Fucking hell.
I don't know why I've been so pun heavy on this one. Thanks to all the new listeners. It's not usually like this. What the fuck? I've become so punny.
But why did he go like, me fish died, it was really sad, but I was feeling a bit mad, so I cooked him and ate him.
Yeah.
Bit of a leap, innit?
Yeah. And also, gave some for his mum and dad. How big's this fish, first of all? Because you've left some for your mum and dad.
That's a big fucking fish, that.
Yeah. Hang on. Oscar fish. Watch it not even be a thing. It'll just be a Rickroll or some shit. No, it's a thing. There's no way he's left some of this fish and then saved it for his mum and dad. There is no fucking way.
Let's have a look. I can't fucking... Lad, you're messing you.
There is no fucking way.
All right, let's imagine he did. Right. Then it was fucking... It's not as if he like, I thought I'd saved them some. That was the plan all along.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck my parents.
Hang on. Cheers to the soundbite.
I meant mentally fuck with my parents, I should have said.
Were they not at all concerned that they've got home? Oh, the fish has died. What's for tea? Fish. Does that not... Like, were they... Especially when it comes out and it's fucking this big.
A third of the one that's just passed away.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, I've already had mine. There's just one fucking fin missing.
Yeah. He could have blended it as sushi, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I already had mine.
Yeah, I don't buy that this story. Especially the fact he's gone, let me tell you a true story. There's no way in hell this is...
No, I mean, it could be. It could be true. I'm not disputing that. What I'm disputing
They still don't know it was Oscar. Okay, if this is true, I feel bad for him because his parents are fucking idiots. What are you talking about? How could they not know it was Oscar? The fish is this big in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's had a little bit, so now it's this big. And he's gone, there's your tea, mum and dad. Enjoy it.
And even if it
was... that tastes lovely.
It's the last thing you fancy as well, isn't it? I don't even want to hear the word fish, let alone fucking eat it for me tea if my fish has died.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, my beautiful pet rabbit, 14 years, it's died. Oh, what's for tea? Oh, I thought we'd have a rabbit for a change.
Yeah, or like my dog's died. It's not happening, is it? I'm only joking.
Oh my God.
Cut that. I just wanted to get your reaction.
I'm not cutting that. That was fire. That was fire.
No, you got to cut
I will cut the word that you said and then we'll let everyone figure it out. Yeah, I don't buy that that's true at all. If you have any other stories that you want to send in, true or false, to be honest, I quite like being a fucking detective, trying to work out if it is true. I think we've had some horseshit ones like in the past and stuff. You don't reckon?
No. I believe them all. Keep sending them in. I believe them.
Okay, fair enough. I think 2 will do us. I have something I want to get off my chest. If that's all right with you. Yeah, I'm fuming. Absolutely raging. So, driving. Why are all my stories about driving? I didn't even make the link. All my stories
this episode,
this week.
You drive me crazy. Yeah.
Nah, mate.
Too Fast, Too Furious. That's the name of this week's episode, baby.
It's not.
It's been a long day.
See you again. Yeah, could be called see you again. Let's workshop this after the pod.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Isn't it? Yeah.
So driving along the other day. Funnily enough, this was on when I went to Cheltenham.
Okay.
Yeah. So driving back from Cheltenham, it's fucking. You know what it's like. I did 9.5 hours of driving that day. Horrific. Absolutely awful.
It's 8.
I'm driving back and I opened thankfully, so I was getting in for midnight, something like that. It's not too bad. Driving back. And I see a sign for a Leon.
Okay.
We've talked about it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know when you're like...
Service station.
Service station
and
Leon.
You're like, oh, okay.
Service station Leon. Yeah. The problem is, I saw that sign about 50 yards ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for fuck's sake, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
And I remembered on Matt Richardson's episode, he said they all close at 7. So I was like, probably wasn't open anyway. But I'm driving along. I'm getting a little bit excited about the prospects of that potential Leon I didn't have.
Because you actually get sick of Mackies.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because like you've mentioned before, it's
so
the only
sick.
thing open.
So sick of it, man. I eat it 4 times a week, if not more, to be honest. Sometimes twice a day, because it's just fucking the way it just marries up. Awful. So
I wonder why you're always fucking sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... yeah. Anyway, so I'm driving along, and I thought I'll just check to see if it was open. It was, mate. 9 p.m. Yeah. It shuts, and this was
Googling Leon.
This is getting on. The gig started quite early in Cheltenham, so it was started at like 7. So I was like, I've got time. It's like 7:30 at this point. So I was like, I could have done it. Let's just hope and pray that the next one is a Leon.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. And I thought, I've not got much time here. This is a fucking... I need to...
really putting the foot down?
Yeah. Mate, I can't even tell you how sad I was. I'd had that fucking horrible non-gigging landlord note earlier that day. Yeah, I got caught by the police and shit, pulled over. I was having a tough day, mate. The gig in Cheltenham wasn't fucking, like, amazing. Like, I just shite, mate. Just proper shit mood. So I thought, I'm just going to Google the nearest one. And the nearest one was 16 minutes outside of my... out of my way.
Yeah,
but I thought, I'm opening, so it's not too bad. I open this gig, I'm still going to get home fairly early. It'll be fine. It's worth it to go and get this fucking Leon. Finally have a decent bit of food. So tragic that this is a decent bit of food in my world.
Yeah, just another burger.
Yeah,
that's got lettuce on it.
Yeah,
bit
just
more
a different
gourmet.
wrap. I'm still sick, man. So I thought, I'll just drive to this one. 16-minute drive out of my way. So 32 minutes back, like Joe in full by the time I get back to where I was. It's in Dudley, in Birmingham.
Okay. Dudley?
Yeah, that one. Long story short, mate, the Leon didn't exist.
It was just some fella's house.
No.
His name was Leon.
No, it was an Esso garage. It hasn't existed.
And they do Leon coffee?
I don't know if they do.
There's loads. I drive past garages all the time that say Leon coffee.
I didn't see it. It was a Tesco inside.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Probably had like, like the Costa machines and that. They probably had like Leon coffee.
So I what are we doing? Why are you not updating your listings? I typed in Leon fast food and it said 16 minutes, and mate, I nearly had a breakdown. I need you to imagine my thought process in this moment. I've had the most horrific day.
Yeah.
Arguing with police, arguing with promoters, just fucking horrible.
Yeah. And
I'm starving. And this is my last opportunity because it's like 8:52 at this point. They all shut at 9. So it's not like I can go to the next one.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. So I get there and I'm like, fucking, I can't find it. And I'm fucking just like, oh, maybe it's just a bit wrong. And I go do a big circle around the area.
I'm sort of enjoying the image of you stressing.
Mate, I had Pringles for me tea from the Tesco.
It
was horrific.
Mate,
the worst day of my life. I can't even, do you know how bad that is as a catfish? I've been catfished on Tinder before. I've never had one that bad. That would be like going on a date with a supermodel. And then you turn up and it's a 78-year-old man named Glenn. Like, it was fucking awful. I wanted Leon. I wanted my Leon fast food, and I had Pringles.
So the issue with your analogy
I drove 30 minutes
you ate the Pringles anyway.
Yeah.
So would you have shot Glenn?
Yeah.
Glenn's getting it.
Yeah.
I do feel your pain there.
I was meant to have Leon, and I had Pringles.
And they're not
I drove
commonplace around
30
here, are
minutes
they?
for Pringles. I could have got them at any service station.
For
Pringles. I drove so far for Pringles, man.
Lad, I know, and I bet you paid
so
more
far
for them because it was a fucking petrol station. Oh, lad, that is. I feel your pain. I do feel your pain, but I'm also very glad it happened to you because just the image of you getting increasingly more angry.
I'm not even kidding. Let me find the fucking voice note that I sent to Beth.
Was Beth nice as well? Because I can imagine she was nice, but in her head she was like, "What the fuck?" She was me to do about it. Do you want me to call?
This was ages ago. How will I find a voice note? I'll just cut the gap. It'll be fine.
So many people are going to call you a Tory for this Leon situation, though, you know. It is a Tory fast food establishment. But
it was also in Dudley, though, so it's fine. And it wasn't even there.
Yeah.
It's like the most... not really a Tory, am I?
Like, it was in Dudley and it also wasn't even...
The only way it'd make me a Tory is if the Tory party didn't really exist and I still tried to vote for them. Like, it's not...
Don't even joke like that, lad.
Yeah, no, never.
Betsy, I'm so mad. I went past the Leon service station on the motorway and I missed it. I thought that they were closed at 7 and it was already like past. But then I thought, is it 7? And I googled it and it was 9 p.m. So I was like, for fuck's sake, I'd have really liked to go there. And then I thought, I'll just keep going and I'll see if I pass one. Like another one, and I didn't, and it got to the point where I was like, I'm really hungry now and I want food, so I just looked to where the nearest one was, and it was like a 16-minute drive off the motorway, like in a town centre. I don't even know what town I'm in, and I've got here and it doesn't exist. Like, it's just an Esso garage where the Leon's supposed to be. It's awful. I'm really hungry. I've just gone into the garage and got a pepperoni. Like, this is the worst day of my life. There's a Chinese place across the road, but like, I can't eat Chinese food in my car.
Oh my God, you fucking can!
I'm so angry now. Like, what do I do? There's no one at all, like, on the way home, and it's like too late anyway because it's shut at 9.
Lad.
This is just the worst day of my life.
I want to know what I thought she would do.
I know. What could she possibly do?
She put, I don't even know what to suggest. And I put,
Yeah.
I'm so upset. And then we didn't message each other for 2 days because we lived together. So I don't know what I wanted her to do.
That's what I was like, you do just vent at your partner, don't you? And I would do the same thing. If I
have
got
the
that
baby
message
voice?
off by... No.
Yeah, we do. We do.
She does.
And all the people that are judging me now at the end of this episode know they have one as well. It's super rare that people don't have one.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I thought it was because if anything, I go to Rebecca. Don't like talk properly.
Because I'll get a boner otherwise.
Fuck, I'm not. Don't fucking
Dan
snide on me,
Schneider
lad.
over here.
Don't snide on me.